Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brettcast Transformers Talk. It's been a while since I have looked at some upcoming Transformers figures, and I waited a good while for there to be a good amount of them to talk about. So, let's talk about some upcoming Transformers figures that are on their way out. Also, I'm going to spend some time after going through these figures talking about what I think about the Kingdom line so far. The first one that we have is the Kingdom Battle Across Time 2-pack that includes the Deluxe Class Sideswipe and Deluxe Class Maximal Skywarp. This is really quite a boring 2-pack because Skywarp is just a repaint and remold of Air Razor, and Sideswipe isn't all that different from the Siege one, because, it's the Earth mode. But this pack is an Amazon exclusive, with Hasbro Pulse having limited stock as well. This is also a $50 2-pack, which is crazy to me, considering that it's really boring. Next up is the Generation Selects Voyager Class Artfire. This is another repaint and remold of Grapple and or Inferno. I really don't have that much to say. It's not that exciting. It's red and white, and it's not that's it. That's all there is. Figure will cost $29.99. Then we have the Kingdom Deluxe Class Road Rage. Yeah, another repaint of another regular release figure. Again, not that exciting of a figure, but Hasbro has to get all these repaints out because money. Then we have the Kingdom Deluxe Class Red Alert. I suppose it's as good of a figure as any to be the next Walgreens exclusive, but again, there's not that much difference between the Earth mode and the Siege one. I assume this will cost $19.99. The next one here is the Kingdom Battle Across Time Deluxe Class Mirage and Deluxe Class Maximal Grimlock. This is another Amazon exclusive 2-pack that is really kind of boring to me. Mirage is another case of being in Earth mode where it's not that different from the Siege one, and I wouldn't waste money on that. The Grimlock, I believe, is a repaint and remold of Dinobots, so that's also not too exciting either. This has a price of $52.99, and there's no way you could get me to buy this. The next one is the Kingdom Titan Class Autobot Arc. Have you always wanted a big plastic ship for all your Transformers figures? Why? Why does anybody want this? I mean, I'd have been fine if they gave us a cool, non-transforming version of the Arc, but this is just dumb to me. Plus, what the heck happened to the ship mode? I don't remember the Arc having huge gaps in it, and this is why the ship mode looks awful. They could, at the very least, have included removable panels you can attach to the ship mode to fill those gaps, but I guess we'll just have to wait for a third party to make an upgrade kit for it because Hasbro can't do things that make sense. It's fine if you look at it from, one angle. It's not even fine if you look at it from one angle. If you like this, that's fine, but I think this is stupid. I get that they needed to have one Titan class figure for Kingdom's lineup, but there had to have been something else they could have picked aside from this. I would never spend $170 on this thing. After that, we have the Generation Selects Voyager class Ramjet in G2 colors. I don't know why, but this color scheme is really cool. The purple, light blue, and black just really speak to me. Aside from that, it's just a repaint of the Earthrise Voyager Ramjet. This has a price of $29.99 and isn't too bad looking. The next one we have is the Shattered Glass Collection Deluxe Class Blur. This is just a repaint of the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Blur, which is an excellent figure, and this paint job is actually pretty cool. That's really it here, other than this has a price of $29.99. After that is the Shattered Glass Voyager Collection, Shattered Glass Collection Voyager Class Starscream. This is a repaint of Siege Voyager Class Starscream, and I think this is ugly. There's too much white, and I don't like it. This thing has a price of $38.99, and I wouldn't buy it. Then we have the Shattered Glass Collection Voyager Class Megatron. This is a repaint, I think, of the Siege Voyager Class Megatron. However, they did do some remolding to achieve the pretty cool looking ship mode. I actually like how this Megatron looks in both robot and vehicle modes, and I wouldn't mind buying this one. This has a price of $38.99. Next one is the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Gnaw. I'll be honest, the Sharkticons have never been one of the G1 designs that I really cared for. It's nice that we're getting more of them for people who want them, but I wouldn't be the one buying this. This has a price of $19.99. The next one is the Studio Series 86 Leader Class Slag and Exosuit Daniel. Yay, more Dinobots! Okay, I'm genuinely happy that they're giving us more G1 Dinobots that don't have a combination gimmick. I still need to get a Grimlock, but I'm looking forward to adding Slag to the collection as well. This will probably have a price of $49.99. Next one is the Studio Series 86 Voyager Class Wreck-Gar. See, this is another one of those movie designs that I really don't care for. Also, why Voyager Class? That's big. But sure, you know, the Junkions are them goofy TV talking robots from the movie, and I can appreciate those who do want this to complete their 86 movie collection, but I don't really care about it. This should have a price of $29.99. Finally, we have the Studio Series Leader Class Grindor from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. This is something that was just recently revealed, but there's no official images, so the image I'm using isn't official. The thing I find interesting is to wonder what they'll do to make it look different from the Leader Class Blackout. I mean, the two look exactly the same in Revenge of the Fallen, so I am curious. I believe he's supposed to come with Ravage, where Blackout came with Scorponok. Either way, I'm going to buy this, because I've been wanting to get my hands on the Studio Series Blackout, but I can't find it anywhere, and this will be close enough. This will most likely have a price of $49.99. Alright, so now that I'm through with that, it's time for me to talk about the Kingdom line. Aside from a few figures, Kingdom has been a real letdown to me. The first is because of the fact that I don't care about Beast Wars one bit. The second is because the G1 characters they are doing just kind of feel like the Leftovers Club. Why did they wait until now to give us characters like Grapple, Huffer, and Warpath? Then you look at like the Netflix stuff, and it's like, well, let's take Ironhide and make him white and translucent purple. Oh, and while we're at it, take Prowl and make him look like he's been sitting in the mud for 20 years. Even Kingdom isn't safe because of the re-releases and Earth Mode Plague. Oh, Kingdom needs an Optimus Prime. Well, the Earthwise is basically perfect, so just do that one in different packaging, even though they also re-released Earthrise Prime in the Netflix line without the trailer for $20 cheaper. The thing that I find worse is when they do a character that already has a figure in like Siege, but then it's different because it's their Earth mode. Okay, so why does it look not all that different from their Cybertronian look from Siege? If you're going to do this, pick characters where the difference justifies making a whole new figure. That means don't pick characters like Prowl, Ironhide, Mirage, Sideswipe, and you know, the litany of repaints that you can do with those characters. Yes, there's still like one or two more waves of Kingdom left, but unless they do something just absolutely stellar, I don't think that Kingdom is going to get much better. And no, even Titan Class Arc can't save it. And I don't think it helps that Studio Series is doing G1 characters and are doing them better than Kingdom is a part of the Generations line, which is known for doing G1 characters. That's all I have to say, so if you are out of the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening, and goodbye.